Sorry about that, guys. I ran out, so let's go ahead and continue this problem. So we know that they had to buy the dog food, right? So that's $11. They want to buy the toys. They sell for $4 each. Brian has 40, and Brandon has 1/4. So we need to figure out how much money they have in total. So with that being said, they have $40 and then times 1/4 because that's how much Brandon is going to have. So 40 times 1, remember, make it into a fraction. 40 times 1 is 40. 1 times 4 is 4. If you divide this, that means 10. So that means Brandon has 10. So you're going to add 40 to 10, which means they have a total of $50. So they have 50, and then we look at the important stuff. We know that there's a maximum number. So whenever you hear the word max, that means you cannot exceed that number. So I'm gonna make it as less than or equal to, because maximum, right? The equals to means they can spend 50 but cannot exceed it. Now you have 4x, and then we know the bag of food is 11. From here, you have to solve for x. That means how many toys they can afford. So get rid of the plus 11, you do minus 11. Cancels. 4x is less than or equal to 39. And then the next move, you divide by 4. X is less than or equal to 39 by 4 is not a perfect division, so that will be 9.75. That means the maximum they can buy, you guys are probably saying, oh, Mr. It's 10. No, not 10. You cannot exceed it, remember? So that means it has to be 9. Just look at that. There you go, because cannot exceed. All right, next problem. So number 11, it says in a fan, the voltage is directly proportional to the current running through the motor. If a current of 12 amps produces 700 volts across the resistor, how many volts would a current of 1.5 amps produce across an identical resistor? So whenever you're doing this, guys, let's go ahead and solve it. So we now have 12 amps over 700, and then it says how many volts would a current of 1.5 amps. So 1.5 goes right here. That means we need to figure out how many volts it produces. So let's go ahead and cross multiply because we need to know what x is, right? So let me go ahead and start that. So 12 times x, that becomes 12x, and then 700 times 1.5 give you, so 700 times 1.5, let me go ahead and do that. That gives me 1050. Now you're going to divide that by 12. X will equal 87.5. And you're done. Let's go ahead and continue to the next problem. Next one. What is the solution, guys? There's no shortcut. You need to know what x is. So let's go ahead and solve this. Left side, right side. Let's do on the left side. Whenever you have a number on the outside, you distribute. That means you're going to multiply. This turns into 10x plus 2 minus 2x. Which one of these can combine? The x's. So 10 minus 2, 8x plus 2, which then equals, we go to the right side. Distribute the 3. This becomes 6x plus 9 plus 7. Combine like terms, guys. So this turns into 6x plus 16. From here, x's go to one side, regular numbers to the other. Which x is smaller? That would be 6x. How do you move a 6x to the other side? Do the opposite, which is subtract. Once you do that, this cancels. This turns into 2x plus 2 equals 16. Next move, you got to move the 2 to that side, so minus 2 cancels. 2x minus 14 plus 14, I'm sorry. 2x equals 14. 16 minus 2, 14. Sorry. You divide by 2. X equals 7. You're done. So you got to take a step by step on this one, guys. Make sure you look at the steps, copy them. You should be golden. Let's go ahead and continue. This problem, let me go ahead and get this a little bit lower. Here it is. So once again, treat the inequality like if it's an equal sign. Divide it down the middle, right? Left side, you have nothing to do. It's already done by itself. Negative 3x plus 18. Right side, you distribute, right? This turns into negative, I'll put my inequality, negative 10 plus 2 times 2, that is 4x, right? Two negatives give you a positive. And now let's go ahead and continue. Now you ask yourself, which x is bigger, 4 or negative 3? You would say 4, so you got to move this to that side. Do the opposite, plus 3x turns into 18 is less than negative 10. 4 plus 3, that is 7. Now you move this to that side, so plus 10 turns into 28 is less than, you do 7x, last move is divide by 7, cancels, that means you had 28 divided by 7, x is less than, in this case, my fault, this would be 28 divided by 7 is 4, less than x. In other words, this means x is greater than 4. Your answer is C. And there you go. Whenever you flip them, make sure you flip the inequality as well. Go ahead, let me move this out the way so you guys can see that better. And you're good. Let's continue. Question 14. This one right here, guys. This one, the answer's right here. So let's take it step by step. The small plates cost $3. Large plates are 7. Fifth period only has 119 to spend on plates and has to have 25 plates. So write a system of equations of linear equations to be used to determine the number of small plates x and large plates y. So small plates are x, large plates are y. So remember, the top is the description, the bottom is the money. So large plates, once again, are 7, small are 3. So that means they're getting 3 small ones. So not 3 small ones. The small ones cost $3. So the description, small plates plus large plates, and how many do they need? They need this right here, 25. Now comes the money, how much they cost. We know they spent 119, and that means how much are the plates? The small plates are $3, so 3x. The y's are large plates, which are 7, so 7y. Your answer is C. And now, last question, guys. Remember, the top one, the top linear equation, is your description. The bottom one, the money. And you're done. Last one. Once again, this is a writing systems of equations. So here we go. Let's go ahead and solve this. Let me move this over here because I'm not going to need it as much. So Disney held a breakfast for parents and their children to eat with Mickey Mouse. Adult tickets cost $17.95. Children's cost $12.95. Disney made $7,355 from tickets for a total of 500 people that attended. So the description and then the money. So description, we had adults and children. I'm going to say A for adults plus C children. And how many people went to it? 500. And then comes the money. How much are adult tickets? $17.95. A for adults plus the children, they are $12.95. And then it's going to equal how much money they made. They made $73.55. And then comes the important question. How many adults were at the breakfast? So we need to know what A is. That means we need to get rid of the C. Now comes the question. Do you prefer doing systems of elimination or substitution? I recommend elimination. So we don't care about children. We want to know adults. So we got to eliminate this. The only way you can cause an elimination is if you have the same number, one on top, one on bottom, except one is a positive and the other one has to be a negative. So here, let's force the elimination. How many C's are here? There's only one. So you're going to put one right here. And then how many C's are down here? Well, 12.95. But remember, one of them needs to be a negative. Which one you want to make a negative? It doesn't matter. I'm going to make the top. So here we go. You're going to distribute and then you're going to go ahead and solve, right? So let's go ahead and solve. You distribute this number to everything. This turns into negative 12.95a minus 12.95c equals, and then negative 12.95 times 500, that gives you negative 6,475. And then comes the bottom one. Everything's being multiplied by 1, so it stays the same. So this is 1795a. Remember, this is a minus, and then plus 12.95c, which equals 73.55. And from here, guys, you should be able to see your elimination. Here's my elimination. Negative number, positive number, they're both the same. They're gone. You combine, this leaves you negative 12.95 plus 17.95. That is $5. Which equals, you combine this, so negative 64.75 plus 73.55. Let me go ahead and do that. And that gives you 880. You divide by 5, and that would give you 176. So A equals 176. And you're done, guys. This is the difficult one. Remember, whenever you're doing systems of elimination, same number, one's a positive, one's a negative. With that being said, guys, I'm going to continue part 2 on the next video. So stay tuned.